Just want to see what's on everybody's mind. Just want to see what's going to come on, see what's going on, and see if anybody need to hear anything, or if they're going through something. Maybe I can bring some upliftment, because I think that going through uplifting, feeling, and going through this. But anyway, I digress. Let me go ahead and start by saying this. I want to give thanks to the ancestors, but I want to give thanks to the great mother of creation. I want to give thanks to the ancestral spirits. I want to give thanks to all the ancestors, all the angelic hosts. I ask for guidance and protection for those that are watching, that are actually going to, that's actually striving for righteousness, and also that are striving to become better people. Yours truly is included. I also ask for guidance and protection for everybody's family and friends who are striving for righteousness, and to protect them from all of out of harm's way, and to keep them away from anybody that's evil and negative. Ashe. All right. So what I've noticed is that in society today, we're not allowed to speak our minds like we need to. There's a lot of hatred, a lot of everything going on, stuff that's dealing with mediocrity to me. Like, we need to really wake up and really talk about what's really happening, what's really going on, and what's happening in our minds, to open up and to be wise, to become better individuals, to become better beings, to strive for a better world, a better transition in life, and to become even wiser on the decisions that we make. And that's something that's been in my mind for a while. But in all actuality, we need to really put things together and put it in perspective. I'm just waiting for more people to come in, because I want to know how everybody's feeling and what's on everybody's mind. Because we're living in a world where people don't have a chance to have an open floor to speak their mind and speak how they feel, without being chastised, without being attacked, without being ridiculed. Peace to everybody that's on here. What's on your minds? Well, anything that's on your mind, because this is an open forum. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody don't have a chance to really speak from their hearts and their minds. That's all. Whatever's on your mind, whatever thoughts on your mind, whatever you feel like you need to talk about, stuff that you feel, and stuff that's like been bothering you. You know what I'm saying? This is an open forum. I just want y'all to be open on how y'all feel, what's going on, you know? And this is something different that I'm trying, because I feel like we don't have a voice at times as human beings, and sometimes we need a voice to speak out on how we feel about things, if you get my mean, if you get what I mean. So, I have a cold, so excuse me. I feel we been, yes, I believe so too. Yes, we've been very divided, and it's not fair, because we need to be really wise on things that we do, and look at how we're being divided as human beings. We're being manipulated. You get what I'm saying? We're being manipulated, lied to, and being taught to hate others and be hate one another, when I bleed the same color as you. What? Man, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm, I don't know what you're talking about that. Don't do that. Uh-uh. Got people trolling on here. I don't know what the heck they talking about. So so it's like I feel like we being divided. I feel like we need um to come together. And I feel like we really need to do some things like come together as a people, um, as human beings. All the lies that they've been spreading about hating one another, not I don't get it. I don't get it. And I hope you follow what I'm saying because it went from five to six, now went to one person. And I really want us to really have open forum to speak from the heart. Yeah, exactly. I agree. We do need to come together. That's what I'm saying. Whatever's on your mind, this is an open forum. That's why I tell everybody. I try to open up a forum where everybody can speak because honestly, everybody have a voice that need to be heard. Exactly. I agree. I agree. So what I'm gonna do with you, I'm gonna add you as one of my mods too. Okay. So whenever you on here, I feel like you have a lot of things that you want to say. But I agree wholeheartedly, and it's like I try to make this channel sometimes to deal with spirituality and consciousness, but every time I get a chance to, I also want to have open forums so everybody can understand we come from different walks of life, that we all trying to make things better for one another. If that make any sense, I don't care if you're Christian, Muslim, I don't get Catholic. I am none of those, but there is a common goal. We need to start working together as one collective, cohesive unit. And keep in mind that we got to make this world a better place for our kids, our children's children, and we got to put all our false BS on the side and think about how we're being divided as human beings. And that's the problem that we're facing, if you understand what I'm saying. Exactly. And I agree. This is a melting pot, and that's what makes us great. But a lot of people seem not to understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're living in a society where they're looking at materialism. They're not looking at unity. It's about what you have and what I don't have. It's about I have money at the status quo. You don't. I'm better. It don't work like that in life and in the ways of life how it goes. You can't take the riches and all that money with you when you pass. You get what I'm saying? You only can be judged on the character of you as the individual and do the best that you can do to become a better person to help out your fellow man and fellow woman and so on. But a lot of us don't want to see it that way. So, but excuse me, I really have a bad cold. I've been fighting it for a while, man. My kids gave me a cold. Like I have a bad cold. Shoot. So I apologize. I need to blow my nose, but I had to come on here real quick because I was talking to my therapist, and I told her I want to make the world a better place. I want to make things be better for people, for the children. I want to do something. I want to create a network. I want to build something that help out humanity. That's what I want to do. And it's like for me to be 43, I still want to make changes. Exactly, I agree. We do need to change the streets. It got worse. Then that's what I'm saying. And that's why I'm like, I want to make a change. I want to be able to help change society, change the streets, change the mindset of the people so we can start thinking more logic instead of emotion all the time. What can we do to make things better? What can we do to make things better? Because the older we get and a lot of information that we have. Exactly. And the thing is, I start with my children. I teach my children the stuff that I've learned, and I pass it to them, and I pray that they pass it down to their peers. You get what I'm saying? And it starts from there, and we got a lot of things to do as human beings, and we need to stop badgering and attacking and so on. And it's redundant to me. And that's why I said I let this be an open forum for everybody to speak and say what they feel. You know, that's why when you ask what we talking about, I'm like, this is open for whatever you want to talk about. You know, like hopefully I'll get a chance to, and I start doing stuff on my computer, and I start getting equipment where I can have call-ins, and we can make this into something serious where it could be like create a serious network. I'm gonna give myself at least I want to say like a year or two to get the equipment, because when I move, I want to make sure I have all, and we can make changes. You know what I'm saying? And we can create programs, organizations where we can help out in our communities, where we can uplift humanity as a whole, uplift the children, and show them that there's a better way. That's all I'm saying. You get me? That's what we need to do. I mean, that's it. But that's what I wanted to share. You know, we can't keep on going through this. We can't, and it's sad. You know, like I had an incident where my child was attacked, and my oldest is 25. My child was attacked, and so on. You know, and they wound up in the hospital, but they okay now. That was like years ago. And I look back at that, and I'm like, as a parent, that really messed with me mentally. And it's like, gotta make a change. We gotta make a change in society. We gotta really hit it where it hurts. But if we get with the right people that have the same mindset to want to make things better in our streets, to make things better in our neighborhoods, we gotta link with the right people. But that's where I'm at. I can't speak for every and anybody. And I'm glad that she is a like-minded person, even though it seemed like it was one that went from 5, 6 to 1 to 2 and all. It's like up and down, up and down. And then it had me reconnected. They started buffering me. I guess this is something that's not needed to be heard. And they don't want nobody to talk like this. But that is okay, because guess what? I don't give a S. You know, I talk about spirituality and consciousness, but also I'm looking at things in a reality, more on something also real. Enough is enough. We got to make changes. And see, I don't want to just be a talker on YouTube. I want to show people I want to do. That's why I keep on saying I want to build a network on here. Build something on here where we can work together as one unit. This is why I created this channel. I'm not on here just to talk. I don't want to be known as a talker. I want to be known as a doer. I want to be able to have people on here where they can speak their freaking mind and say how they feel and get it out there and let it be right there how they said it. That's exactly what they mean. You have the right. You have a voice that needs to be heard. All of you that watch. It's not cool. I'm not saying all YouTubers, but a lot of us need to let y'all say how you feel. And let that be known that y'all have voices that need to be heard instead of being typing up on a damn computer. Anybody can type something on a computer. So anybody can type up on a computer. I feel better now. I got some of that mucus out. It's like we got things that we got to do and things that we need to focus on. You know, I keep telling everybody I want to make the world a better place. I want to build on this channel. I want to make this channel something serious. I don't want to feel like I built it up on my own. Like this channel by itself, I don't want to just talk about consciousness and spirituality. If somebody's in need, I want us to be able to come together and say, hey, if you're going to send a super chat, I'm going to send it directly to Cash App, or I send it on a Cash App, but not mine, but create a Cash App only for this channel somehow, and be like, the Cash App money or funding is going to that person that need the help. Or we start building this also to have guests on here that can start helping us create things to help out the streets and to help out the neighborhoods. To start programs, not just in my city, but all cities across the country, to the point that it can even spread across the globe. Does that make any sense? If anybody's still watching, but I digress. So I just wanted to say that. I don't know. I don't know why they don't help us with that. I don't know. That's why people got to come together and do it themselves. We got to stop depending on, you know what I mean? They don't, because wars bring money in. Wars bring money in. Wars bring money, and I learned that in high school. I learned that in school. Wars bring money. Knowing that people get putting their lives on the line and dying and all of that, that brings money in, which is ass backwards. It brings resources, money in, and all that other stuff. Matter of fact, there's a book called The 13th Tribe. I recommend you get that book. I forgot. I think the guy name, his first name is Arthur. I recommend you get that book. It's called The 13th Tribe. You know what I'm saying? Get that book. Then you'll see what I mean. Then you'll see why they're always funding and going to wars. You'll see. That's why I recommend that book. Then, you know, The Art of War by Sun Tzu, 33 Strategies of War by Robert Greene, The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene, 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene, the 50th Law by 50 Cent and Robert Greene. I mean, all these books I'm naming, they good to read, or then you can start getting a big picture on how people be using words to that man, look, they use so much. It's all about manipulating, it's all about calculating, being manipulative, all that other stuff, just to confuse the masses, to get the hell what they want out of the masses. Another book to get is called The Prince by Machiavelli. That book. Trust me. That book right there in itself will tell you a lot. You know, that'll show you a lot. It's crazy because in front of our faces they say they believe in God, but then spend money on people to kill each other. Make it make sense, because it's about their money, about money going in their pockets, taking the resources from different countries. Like when they went over there to Libya with Gaddafi, a lot of people don't even know they had oil, gold, and everything over there. That's why they went over there. Like right now, what's going on in Haiti? Haiti is sitting on billions upon billions of resources in gold, silver, and also there's a particular metal over there. That's why they're trying to do stuff and take stuff from Haiti. Like over there in Congo, everybody talking about what is it? Palestine. People don't even know in the Congo, the cell phone that you probably using, there's a material or a metal or some sort of substance over there that they got the people over there literally in the mines digging it out, and they are in horrendous conditions when they get in that particular metal out or material out or mineral out. And then the women over there, they going through hell over there in the Congo. But you know, who are we to say anything? It's like we can be humane all day, but we can't depend on a government. In the Constitution, it says we the people. Who are we the people? Us, the people. We have the voice. Your tax money is funding this shit. Excuse my language. But I digress on that. We gotta really start looking at stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to us as the people to make the moves and make the arrangements, to make things happen, to do stuff differently, to do stuff right. You know? And that's it. But I mean, that's all I can say. But otherwise, what else is there that we can do? That's why I said we had to find a way of starting our own programs. We have the voice, we got to use the voice, you know? But otherwise, let's go ahead and do what we got to do. I ain't going to be on here long because I got to get ready to get my kids. I just thought I'd just come on here and have anybody speak their mind, because honestly, I know, right? It seemed like we all live in a dream. But hey, I mean, that's what what's his name? John Lennon, the song Imagine, when he said imagine is this, imagine is that, there's no that. And he said imagine the people, you know. So but that's all right. We just gotta think about what can we do? What can we do? What changes can we make? What can we do to better the situation? What can we do to better our environment? What can we do to make sense out of stuff? What can we do to give back to the community? What can we do to give back and fight back and take back our streets? What can we do? We can't depend on people that's in these offices when there's a lot of corruption going on in these offices too. Think about that. How many of them doing corrupted stuff in these offices? Taking money and all of that. It's time to get the house has got to get cleaned, right? But either or. But I'll be on here again, more than likely tomorrow, and speak from my mind, and have an open forum again, and see what we can do. See if anybody have any solutions. Because we can't keep on talking about the problems right now. We gotta find solutions to the problems instead of talking about the problems all the time. On that note, is green light, cosmic angel fire. I'm out of here. I love you all. May we figure out what can we do to make things better and make changes in the world today. I love you. Peace.